The big pain in the ass problem with More Pigs today is at what degree of difficulty do we make things in the game? Should things be really simple? Should things be really complicated? Well, I don't know. I know things shouldn't be extremely complicated. I know things shouldn't be extremely simple. Let me give you some examples. If things are too simple, the game's not challenging, and the everyday play is boring because it's like cow tipping. I mean, it may be fun at first, but eventually it's just too damn easy. On the other hand, trying to make it super complex is like it's a pain no matter what you do. Like you have to solve a riddle in order to start walking or some shit like that. Or you have to press 10 buttons before you can swing your sword. I don't know, but these games do exist. And when you make it hard for no good reason, that's not good either. I mean, I remember my friend cursing and cursing and cursing when he was playing Final Fantasy XI, trying to synth something, and the shit just keeps breaking on him, and he doesn't get anywhere, and he spends hours and hours and doesn't get anything out of it. While it was funny for me, he was really pissed off. One of the things that makes it easy or hard is how much information they tell you about the game. Like, when, as in too much is known, or you don't know jack shit. So, just for example, like you go see a monster in some games, you can tell what type of monster it is, what its name is, its level, its health bar, blah 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 blah, and so on. Whereas other games, they'll just tell you, hey, that looks like a bunny. They don't give you a level or anything. And you just better know if you can beat it or not already, which probably means you went up against it already and died to know. I don't know why some games make levels so important, though. I mean, in WoW, if someone was like, above 6 levels than you were screwed. You could swing and swing and swing, and for some reason you can't even hit them at that lower level. Not even hit them. You're swinging it, and it's just like going right through their bodies. I never quite understood that. I mean, you didn't even hit them. It was like a miss. They're just standing there doing nothing, and you're supposedly missing. Yeah, whatever, but that's, kind of stupid to me. They also did that in Diablo 2. If you froze a monster, like used an ice spell on him and it froze him, and you go up swinging at him, you could still miss him. The guy was frozen solid. He's not ducking or dodging. You just apparently really suck at swinging. And just saying, it's not just one game here. Lots of games are doing this, and please just make it make sense. Because otherwise it looks like you're adding difficulty for just the sake of it. In any case, no matter what, and we can't even try and get away from it because no matter what, we're screwed with it. Another pain amongst these games is the debate over regenerating health or mana or whatever quickly as opposed to taking a really fucking long time. On one hand, you can keep battling a lot more, have a lot more fun, get more adrenaline going, blah blah blah, sort of. On the other hand, you can have like one really cool battle for about a couple minutes, and then you sit there and wait for a half hour sleeping until you can start fighting again. Yeah, I'm for the middle ground there. I really, really am. And they do this on the mana side, on the easy side. They also like give you like potions and stuff, so it almost doesn't even matter. I mean, that's a little. I mean, just screw it. Make it so it never goes away. If you're gonna make it that easy, but if you're gonna make it that hard, I mean, you should give us coupons for free books so we can do something in between. Another thing people have that make life really simple, yet complicated and boring, is making it so whatever class you are doing one thing and one thing only, period, no matter what. Screw you, you Jew. It's like being a tank or a refresh whore or some sort of resurrect healer person or some big spellcaster, period. That's all you can do. That's all anybody wants you to do. You know? And some games you have to battle monsters for hours. So you're doing this damn thing for hours, just like refreshing a person or tanking something for hours. I mean, sure, everybody has to do their part, blah, 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 or it won't work, but that's not really, strategy. If there's only one way of doing something, everybody figures it out and then they do it. It's not a challenge, let's put it that way. And another thing, as far as complexity, simplicity, is some games on the map just show the surrounding area of where you're walking on your map for you. So, you could kind of get a zoomed out perspective that you would normally get if you were actually walking through this area. However, some games give you the places, the roads, the names of the things, other monsters in the area, people walking around, all on the map, which I'm sure players love, because anything to make their lives super simple so that they can get what they really want, they're all for. I'm sure they're all for horsey rides and, magic flying bunny rides to the town, blah, blah, blah. But, how much is too much when you're catering to these players that just want the easy way out of every single thing you give them? On the other hand, giving them absolutely nothing for no apparent reason is, you're just being a dick in the game, Really, I want this to come to some mutual thing where whiny little bitches don't have to play their super easy game or really hardcore masochistic bitches don't have to play that game, and they could play in one game together and still have fun. But that's not necessarily going to happen. But I have to believe that those two groups aren't large, that the majority of people fall somewhere in between. Unfortunately, the majority of games do not fall somewhere in between there, and it's really getting weird. In Roundup, complexity should be for fun in the game, not for pain or for difficulty or to cover up some other flaw in the game. Instead of fixing it, they just, throw in some difficulty to try and balance it out. That's not good. Don't do that. On the same hand, you shouldn't throw in simplicity to every single whiner out there that whines at every single bump in the road that there is in a game. Every single little thing that might take up more than 5 minutes of their time. You gotta make good choices on this and realize, that what you're doing may just be destroying the fun in the game and not really helping.